And they were like,
Welcome to Live at Candice and Chris.
welcome to the show. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Just like that, we back. I feel like I just pulled out the parking lot to go home from work Friday.
I don't.
You don't?
I'm glad it's Monday.
Okay.
I made it through the weekend. Didn't know if I was going to do it, but God said, girl, here you are. I'm here. Boom.
You didn't know if you was going to make it through the weekend?
You never know.
Oh, okay. I thought you, I was like, whoa, we can talk about something?
You never know.
Well, that's true. You don't
Tomorrow
know.
is not promised.
The next hour ain't promised.
You got to live in the moment. I'm learning to live in the moment, y'all.
And speaking of living in the moment, here we are. Back on setup in this thing again.
Glory!
How was your weekend, though?
Great. How was yours?
It was good. It was a cool weekend. I ain't complaining about it. This weather was amazing this weekend.
It's still amazing.
Beautiful. It was beautiful weather.
It's still amazing.
I still didn't catch the Strawberry Festival. I think it's getting ready to end, so it is what it is.
I ain't been there either, sorry. I don't think I'm missing anything.
Yeah.
The $500 a kid, it's just...
Yeah, you
it's
told me
not
it's extortion.
Just to bring some kids to
Yeah.
get some strawberries. Like,
Yeah.
I could just bring them to Walmart and say pick some up.
They getting that money. Speaking of getting money, so they're expecting like 7 million people to visit Disney this summer. So if y'all planning to come to Disney, you might want to, or go to Disney rather, you might want to think again. I was expecting 7 million people.
I don't like Disney.
Not in the summertime. I hate it.
No, I don't like it at all.
Why?
I just never liked it.
For real?
Yeah, it's real petty.
Islands of Adventure is where it's at.
It's nothing added for me. Mm-mm. I like Busch Gardens.
Yeah, okay. All
I'm a
right.
Busch Garden fan.
All right.
Yeah.
I just went for the first time like 2 years ago.
You know what I didn't like?
What?
The water one, the Wet and Wild place. You know, people nasty.
I don't like that smell in the air. You know what that's? We can't say it on TV.
It smells like an animal. No, but you know what? I've watched people in water parks. So they walk around with barefoot, no
Oh,
shoes,
yeah.
and then you see people just spit, just
Right in the water.
and you're walking barefoot in that.
Yeah.
You see this is the problem.
Just a bunch of germs. We just sitting in the filth all the water. Yeah.
It's just nasty.
Yeah.
I don't like water parks. I never liked water parks for that. Me and water parks, I
Not
don't
your
like
thing.
international piss. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I just can't.
International piss.
I
Okay.
can't. International feces. I just can't do it. America's enough. And it's coming from overseas. It's just too much now. But guys, we got a great show planned out for you. We got to get into it. So let's get ready to start with the breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
So a mom and her daughter almost lost their life all because of a Facebook ad. You know, Facebook Marketplace, nowadays you can buy anything. Shoes, clothing, and even a car. So mom has been looking for a car for her 17-year-old daughter for a while. So Alicia finally found one on Facebook Marketplace for a 17-year-old daughter, Milani. Now, she found a listing for a 2011 Buick priced at $2,000, just what she needed, not too much. When the seller showed up with their friends as well, mom thought that was weird, but what it got me even weirder because they asked her to drop them back home, and she refused to do it, but they kept insisting, and she didn't do it. Well, hours later, fast forward, the daughter looks outside and a truck pulls up to her car. Well, what do you think happens? A woman jumps out of the truck and starts to fire at the daughter. Well, they literally came back to try to steal the car. Thank God that the daughter was not shot. She was not hurt. But this goes to tell you, you cannot have people come to your house from these Facebook ads. Marketplaces, it's so tempting. I use Marketplace.
What?
But I would never meet someone at their place of residence. It's always like a parking lot or somewhere public.
And, you know,
never.
First off, it's a miracle that the girl survived because they fired up to 12 rounds at her, and thank God none of the bullets hit her. But that's the thing about Facebook, and I use Facebook. I've sold
do too.
furniture, I've sold a video game console, and when I sold the furniture, they came to my house. My parents were visiting that weekend, and it never crossed my mind they could show up and rob. I just didn't even think about it like that. I guess because I gave Facebook the benefit of the doubt that they, you know, because you have to have a profile and that they somehow verify, but that's the gamble you take. Really, on any online selling platform, Craigslist, any of this stuff, it's a gamble.
It's a gamble, but it's more of a gamble if you invite them into your home. I think that's where people mess up. And you also have to be careful, too. There's a lot of Facebook people, they're selling furniture, right? And they have it at a storage place. Guys, if you go to a storage facility to claim the furniture, please don't go by yourself. It's so easy for someone to snatch your little stuff right inside the container, and you're done for, you know? So when you buy online, use wisdom. Don't just, okay, come to my house outside. Don't do that, because they pulled up right in front of her house. So they had her address where they could actually come back. You know, that could have ended wrong. So thank God it didn't. But we have better news. Don't you just love when students get together to rally around the people that work with them in dormitories? Well, that's what some Providence College students did for their dorm security guy when they found out he has not been home to Nigeria in 11 years to see his family. They quickly put up a GoFundMe account, and little behold, they got over $6,000 to give it to him. Please take a look at this warm, heartfelt video.
Our gift to you is a trip to Nigeria. So we have a card for you, and we also have a little gift inside. We just appreciate you, James, so we just hope you enjoy your gift, and we love you. You're part of the family.
Love you, James.
Love you, James.
All 230 donors donated, and they were able to get him $6,600 so he can go home.
And you know, we always crack jokes about, you know, the young generation and how crazy they are, but this goes to show that there are still some that were raised right. And you can obviously tell that whoever the security guard was, he must have genuinely been good to those students for them to want to go out their way to raise money for them like that.
Yeah, one of the students, his name is Singh, he said, after a long day, you can go out after Friday night and he's there. You come back, James is there. James is wide awake, he's not sleeping, he's ready to talk to you, and he's taking care of you. So kudos to James and the students. That's what you want.
And you just never know how just being kind to somebody, you never know how that impacts them, and you never know how it's going to circle back to you. So we can see that he's been obviously doing good works for the kids.
But I love that he's going to be able to go see his family in Nigeria. That's so awesome. So Airbnbs, finally, they're banning cameras inside their rentals. You know, cameras already banned in, of course, bedrooms and bathrooms. You can't say cameras. There's no cameras in there. But now, immediately, you will not see a camera inside an Airbnb. And I don't think you should have. There shouldn't have been one anyway. You don't have a camera inside a hotel when you rent it. You don't have cameras in a rental property. I think it's a good move. It should have never really been allowed.
I just feel like it's going to make a lot of the Airbnb hosts, it's going to make a lot of them probably stop doing it or find another means.
So stop doing it.
Because the reality of it is, what is there to protect them? Now, if I was an Airbnb owner, I would kind of feel like I'm left hanging now.
Well, how? Because if you're renting, what's the difference with renting your home out?
It wouldn't be in the, renting a home out, you got a lease. So obviously running background checks. You got a
But
thorough background.
but they can do the same. You're doing the same thing in an Airbnb. You have to register. You got to register.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You can't just come out the blue and rent someone's home.
I mean, but if you're living in it for a year, you're more likely to take care of it if you
No,
just rent
you're
it for the
not.
weekend.
You're more likely to damage it.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I feel like they would be more reckless if they rented it for a
Not at
weekend versus
all.
renting for a year.
Because you're gonna have more stipulations on an Airbnb than you are on a rental. On a rental property, you can't tell them not to have a party.
I
You
mean-
can't tell them how many people not to have in the house. Airbnb, they can still stick to their guidelines.
Oh, because I've been to some Airbnb parties and it's like people don't give a. They don't
I'm
care.
sorry,
when
I don't want. I don't want
care.
any camera in where I'm renting.
Not in the bedroom, obviously, or bathroom, but like in common. I would say it
It don't need to be in
should
common
legal
areas.
in the Why not?
No, because what married couples, where we go, we have to go in the bedroom? No. It shouldn't be in there at all. You got too many perverts out there nowadays. People are doing like way too much. We had a story where the Airbnb person got mad
And sent the picture-
sent a photo of
To the
a
man's wife.
customer to the man's wife.
Because he was cheating on his wife.
So what sense does that make? I think it's time. They don't need to have it there. I think it's irrelevant. But we got to move on. So a daughter called her dad in the middle of an argument with her boyfriend, and it went completely wrong. Dad and daughter ended up getting into altercation with the gentleman, and the daughter actually pulled a gun and shot him. Now, this is the family's identified 25-year-old. This is Trayvon Valerie, and his girlfriend, Nina Shaw. She's just 25 years old. Called dad in the middle of a fight, Royus Shaw, and they argued, but it was the daughter who picked up the gun and actually fired and killed Trayvon.
And so from what I understand, the dad showed up, shot at the boyfriend, missed. The boyfriend shot back at the dad, hit him in the hip, and then the girlfriend killed the boyfriend. That's the tricky thing when you call parents to get involved in situations like that. If it had been my daughter, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because it could lead, it's gonna always escalate. Not when
For
the dad
me,
shows up.
I don't agree with you because I think for her to even call her dad, it had to be more going on than just an argument. For me, it didn't have enough info. Why was dad called? Because an argument, I'm not going to call my dad. I'm sorry. Now, if you're threatening me, if you put your hands on me, daddy.
But see, it's girls.
So that's a little bit different.
But it's girls that say they feel like you cheating on them or they catch you texting them. They'll call their dads and brothers to come over for situations like that too. I've seen that happen. So, we don't know if that was the case for this, but that's why I'm like, I'm kind of iffy when it comes to the parents getting involved in adult relationships.
You threaten me, you hit me, you are to fit me fire on them gun. Well, on that note, guys, we got to take a short break. We'll be right back after this. One word.
Hey, man.
It's time for show.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey.
It's time for show. It's time for show. It's time for show.
Welcome back to the show. You were just in time for what's trending. So Atlanta rapper RX Hector has gone viral after doing some questionable interacting with his mom at her birthday party. Take a look at the clip.
12 o'clock on the dot. Got Mom Dukes at Frankie's and then joint, you know, going on. Mom Dukes at Frankie's.
Oh my God, look at this. 12 o'clock.
With the Chanel, don't play with her.
Please don't. Oh
Dude, it
my
was,
God, y'all.
You got
It
that
ain't
fat
real.
booty.
I didn't buy this on eBay. This thing real.
Blue. Hey, no, you clap.
As you can imagine, everybody's opinion was weighed in on social media. Some people felt like it was just a lighthearted joke. Some people thought it was a little creepy. I am going to ride with the team that says that was a little cringe. I don't know. Maybe it's a young mom thing. I wouldn't grab my mom's, but nah. Or my sister or any of my female relatives like that. But some people play like that. I knew a girl that used to joke with her mom like that in high school. She would smack her mom on the butt, but that's different. Yeah. But like, nah.
I can't. I thought,
Say what you want to say, Candy.
no. I thought about it, and I put my son Joshua in that place, and I said no. And then I thought about my son Chris doing it, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is kind of cringy. I mean, my sons and I, we play a lot.
Yeah.
We're big kids, but for us, no. I can't talk for anyone else. Their relationship may be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But my son don't need to be like, my booty's fat. They don't need to tell me that.
I think that's...
they don't need to. No, sir. Why are you looking at my behind? Why are you looking at my behind? You came out, just no.
And that's what made it cringe. It was the fact that he
No.
smacked it and said, yeah, mom got a fatty. And then she twerked. She was like, that thing all real. You can't buy this off of eBay. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of... You hear Shantae laugh. But no, that's just kind of...
No.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, no. It need to get a girlfriend.
But it might be the new school parents, because I've even seen stuff on social media where it's like weird stuff where the dad and the son might be kind of up under each other, and they were saying, oh, that's just a dad being affectionate. But I'm like, nah, we didn't have that type of affection.
Well, I think dads should be affectionate with their boys.
Like to where they up under each other, like as grown men?
You
Like,
mean hugging on each other? What do
Yeah.
you mean? Like you don't, what you mean?
like, I don't know, that's just weird. Maybe
what do you
because
mean?
my dad's
You mean
old.
like hugging your dad?
Like I saw a video, for example, this is literally the other day on Facebook. It was a dad and the son. The son was an adult. They were sitting next to each other. The son had his leg over his dad's leg, and they were just sitting there talking like this. And everybody, some people were saying there's normal interaction. Some people were like, oh, that's creepy for a grown man to have his leg over his dad's leg like that.
Was that what culture was?
They were black.
I know, but from where?
From America. They were American, African Americans.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just maybe it's a new school. I mean, my dad old school Marine, so he just don't do all the hugging.
I don't know. I'm very affectionate with my boys.
But your mom and son, it's different when it's mom and son. I'm up with my mom as soon as I see her.
I'm a hug all over them. I'm like that with my girlfriends. I'm hugging all over them. I'm squeezing their ass. I'm squeezing their breasts. I'm like, girl, you look full.
You look full?
Yeah, I mean, you got it. I don't know. Son and mom, that's different.
That's
I don't
different.
want my son hitting my butt.
And
I'm not
then
okay
saying
with
mom
that.
got a
Yeah.
fatty.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's a little weird. But you guys got to keep it moving. So in case you missed last night's Oscar ceremony, there were some shocking moments, but the most shocking moment was actor/wrestler John Cena's presentation for Best Costume. Take a look.
Costumes. They are so important.
Anything for ratings, I guess. That was a bit. He actually looks just like the Oscars behind the big trophy.
I thought it was fine.
You thought
I didn't see anything wrong. It was a joke.
it was a?
It was a joke. And then for John Cena to do that, you know I mean, he seems like such a good guy. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
It was all right, but I was a little.
I mean, he wasn't showing. I mean, he did it, carefully. It's the Jesus shoes for me. It's the sandals that really did.
Hey, but speaking of the Oscars,
It's a scandal.
we got to give a shout out to Divine Joy Randolph, the black woman that won Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers.
Yeah,
shout out to
come
her. Yeah.
on.
We
Let me
can't go
see.
through the Oscars without shouting her out. I was a little crushed though that Halle Bailey didn't get any. The Little Mermaid got no love, but we already had talked about it.
We
they
knew
weren't-
that, but I got to shout out Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, she did her thing. That role was well played. She got supporting actress, I think it is.
Yeah.
Congratulations. But let me tell you, to my surprise, there's a documentary on it, To Kill a Tiger. They won for Best Doc, and it is amazing. It is on Netflix right now. And I watched it last night, and it's all about how women and girls, what they go through in India.
Oh, yeah?
When it comes to sexual crimes. And it is just, it's so powerful, and it's
Yeah.
really, really good.
I have to
I
watch
would
it.
implore anyone to watch it.
I would get a whole Oscar ceremony last night about a 7 out of 10. It was decent.
Everyone was impeccably dressed.
Yeah.
But that's all, you'll always find that type of class
yeah.
at the Oscars.
Yeah, the black celeb stepped out last
You
night.
always find that. I don't think they ever shortcome when it comes
Yeah.
to the Oscars.
I ain't gonna lie, my
That's
girl
the
Lupita
moment.
Nyong'o, oh my God, she killed it last night on the red carpet. She looked amazing. Yeah, the black stars definitely showed up.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it. We gotta keep it moving, guys. So a single mom of 7 has gone viral after she wants to know if she can find a good man. Y'all check out the clip.
7, and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is a little, how long? We're talking about.
And the conversation continued from there. The actual one of the hosts of the podcast, she made a good point when after they got through talking about it a little bit. She said, my advice to you would be to try to work it out with the dad. And that's I was like, why wouldn't she just 7 kids later? After 7 kids, y'all pretty much in that thing together. Why you making that face?
I don't implore anyone to work out anything with someone they're not with. Obviously, she's not with this man for a reason. We are normalizing a woman being with a man that she shouldn't be with, obviously, if they're not together after 7 kids. So that is an absolute no, altogether. Second of all, I don't agree with what the young lady said. It's going to be difficult. There's nothing difficult. What God has for you, he has for you. You can have 20 kids, 30 kids, 10 kids, 500 kids. Them all that is going to be different people. But there's still somebody out there that's going to love them. That's why I don't like social media. Not like when idiot people sit down and them get podcasts and them speak pure garbage, okay? Because there is no one in this world that can say who qualifies to get love and who doesn't qualify to get love. That is not okay. That is wrong. I'm sorry that this beautiful woman even stood up there to ask this question to somebody who is not God or jury or anything else. She is beautiful, and yes, even if all 7 of them have a different father, she'll go and get another one.
And
I don't like
I would
that.
say you're right. God is able to do anything, and there probably is a band out there, but it's gonna be hard.
No, why does it have to be hard?
Cause that's just real life, Candice.
How's it? But
7
why?
mouths to feed.
No.
7 kids.
No. It may be hard for you. It may be hard for someone else, but there's someone out there that's going to love her regardless. We're saying 7 kids as if this man is gonna come into her life and that's it. She's not helping. That's all. That's not realistic.
Well, no, not
They're
even
gonna do it
financially, but like she
together.
made a good point. She said she's gonna have to find a man that's willing to create structure for 7 kids. That's a big
She don't gotta find nothing but her next job. Let God do the job. We keep playing these dumb conversations. That's not okay. So what? She has 7 kids. Back in our parents' day, they had 15, 13.
That's true.
They divorced. The father dead. How much dead daddy died? They married about 3, 4, 5 times.
Well, I think
there's
our
a lot
parents
of
and
men.
grandparents, they had a different type of loyalty back then.
There's a lot
These
of
folks
men.
now, 2024, I don't know. I mean, not to say there is somebody for everybody.
But you're not even 2024. So what are you talking about?
The year 2024. No, I'm saying
I
that
thought you
2020.
said 24 years
No, I said
old.
2024.
Oh.
No, I'm saying that 2024. I mean, it's a different culture. I mean, there's somebody for everybody, but it's gonna be hard.
It is not. I'm not gonna. No. We should
just real life.
We should never tell somebody that it's gonna be. That is not okay. It is not going to be hard. When she is right, when she is mentally right, physically right, emotionally right, and spiritually right, the right person will come along. It doesn't matter how much kids she has. We don't even know the ages of these kids. We have no idea. So for someone to say, oh, stay with the father? No. Why should she stay with the father that she's not with? Obviously, there's a reason why they're not together. We don't know what that is. What if women dead? What's she going to do? Go in the grave and wake him up? Come, baby, we got to stay together.
I mean, I feel like if y'all had 7 kids together, you should have figured out after about the 3rd or the 4th one that it wasn't gonna work.
That's easy to say. That's easy to say. I don't agree.
You know, I don't want to offend any moms at home if you got a bunch of kids. I'm just saying, it's gonna be hard. She's a beautiful woman too.
It ain't
She don't
gonna
even
be
look like
hard.
she
We
had that
need to
many
stop
kids.
doing that to women. We need to stop doing that to women. We need to stop doing that to women. She will not have a hard time. She will find someone. We need to stop treating women like that, especially black women at that. Just because they have kids, we're going to say, oh, you're unlovable. You can't find somebody because you have more than one child. No, there's a lot of people that want kids. There's a lot of men that can't have kids.
That's true.
That want a lot of kids.
That's true. And hopefully God guides her right to that man.
And
but
he will. And I want to know about it when it happens.
we got to
girl.
follow up on that story.
So we definitely got to take a break, guys. Thank you for watching. You already know where to meet us, so we fight again tomorrow.
Same time, same place. Duke it out again. See you tomorrow, you guys.
See you tomorrow. There's somebody for you.